Hey, it's Mrs. Wen here. I thought that it would be best if I just did a quick lesson on this. So today we are going to learn about distance. So my goal is for you to be able to read and write multi-digit numbers and compare them. Be able to add and subtract numbers. So we've done this stuff before. And then identify the sizes of centimeters, which is this big. Remember, that's like the size of your pinky. A meter, which is how much you're supposed to be socially distant right now, and a kilometer or kilometer, which is 1,000 of these. Okay, and then we're going to practice with equivalent measurements and solve some story problems. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk more about lengths and focus on units like meters, kilometers, and miles. So here's a flyer that you might see at a sporting goods store. Let's just take a look and tell me what you see. Just look at this. It's called Run Far Distance Challenge. What do you notice about this? So go ahead and pause the video and then turn and talk about what you notice. All right, I'm noticing that they're all in Ks. I wonder what those mean. I see that there is like a time here. So how long do you think a kilometer is? Be prepared to share your explanation. Here's a hint. What does the prefix kilo mean? Remember, prefix goes before a word. So I know meter is about 3 feet. What does kilo mean then? Kilo means 1,000. So what are some distances that could be measured in kilometers? Something that would require 1,000 meters. I would probably use that to measure the distance from the school to my house. I would probably use it to measure the length of a football field, maybe. So now we're going to move on. Now that we know that 1 kilometer or kilometer is 1,000 meters, how long is a 5K race? Let's use this ratio table to help figure out. So open your notebook and you're going to make a T-chart, your math notebook, and you're going to make a T-chart. On one side, it's going to say kilometers or kilometers. I honestly don't know which way to say it. I use both. I'm going to abbreviate KM for short, and the other side's meters. So go ahead and do that in your notebook. Make sure you date it. So 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. 5 kilometers must equal 5,000. So to get through 1 to 5, I did times 5. So that means I have to do the same thing over here. So you can go ahead and pause the video if you need time to copy this down. So now let's continue. We know that 1 kilometer or kilometer equals 1,000 meters. How much would it be for 5, 10, 18, 12.5, and 30? Okay, so remember ratio tables, it's all about patterns. So how did 1 get to 5? How did 5 get to 10? It's doubled. What about 18? What about 12.5? What about 30? I'm also noticing that you just add 3 zeros after these numbers. So 1 and then add 3 zeros. So I'm just going to add 3 zeros to all of these. Now you're going to turn to page 148 of your thick math workbook page. It's called Which Race Was Run? And you'll have time to work on this independently, so a couple minutes. It says, use the distance challenge flyer to answer the questions below. Make ratio tables to show your thinking. So this is the flyer I showed you earlier at the beginning of the lesson. How many meters would Kayla run if she entered the first and second races in the series? How many meters would Kayla run if she entered the first and second races? So the first one is 5K and the second one is 10K. So you got to add those two together to see. And then number 2, how many meters would Dana run if she entered the first 4 races in the series? So note 10 miles is approximately 16 kilometers. Okay, so I have this page up here. If you want to work on it independently, you can. Otherwise, I'm just going to explain it with you. So I'm going to go through it with you. Let me grab up my pen. Maybe I need to move myself. Okay. How many meters would Kayla run if she entered the first and second races? So this was the first and the second. So it looks like I've got 5K plus 10K. Wait, I need my answer in meters. 5K, 5 kilometers, is equal to how many meters? I think we said there was 1,000 in each, so this must be 5,000 meters plus, it's 10,000 kilometers. This must be, or 10 kilometers, I gave you the answer. It must be 10,000. So what I did was I changed it from kilometers to meters. Notice that there's a 5 here, and then I have 3 zeros. There's a 10, and then there's 3 zeros. Then I have to add that up. Whatever answer I get, I'm going to write it here. Number 2, how many meters would Dana run if she entered the first 4 races in the series? So now you have to add up these 4, but it says note, 10 miles is approximately 16 kilometers. So this right here, it told us that it's the same thing as 16. It's the same thing as 16 kilometers. So first, I have to make all of these into meters and then add them up. Whatever answer I get, I'm going to put it right there. Number 3, if Robert ran 18,000 meters, which races did he run? If he ran 18,000 meters, wait a second. So this one's starting at meters, and we have to find how many kilometers there are. So 18,000 meters is the same as what up here? Now, if Matthew ran 48 meters, which 2 races did he run? So this is a 2-step problem. You got to make 48,000 meters into kilometers and see which one of these adds up to it. Okay? Once you're done with that page, you're going to flip to page 150. This is your daily practice. So you're going to do this independently. If you need help, you can ask your guest teacher to help you in a small group. Otherwise, it should be a voice level 1 while you work on this. All right, that's it for math. Please continue to be respectful to the sub. I am looking to hear great things back. I already told the sub our 2 mystery students. So we're watching you in a non-creepy, stalky way. So be on your best behavior. Bye.